Welcome to another video lecture series on control system. I am Dr. Vinod. So first question is, consider the following transfer function g of s h of s is equal to k into s minus 2 divided by s plus 1 the whole square for k is equal to 1. The likelihood plot for the above transfer function is. So if I substitute s is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1, the g of s into h of 0 is equal to minus 2 divided by 1, that is minus 2. So it's s is equal to 0, it starts from minus 2 and it's going to end at s is equal to infinity, right? So if I substitute s is equal to infinity, g of infinity is, so I'm going to take s common from the above equation, so I will get s into 1 minus 2 divided by s into 1 plus 1 by s divided by s the whole square. So here 1 divided by infinity is 0, right? So it is going to end at 0. Okay, so it starts from minus 2 and it will end in 0. So n is equal to z minus p. Z is right, is nothing but closed loop right hand side pole, and this is open loop. P is nothing but the open loop right hand side pole. So the both are 1. So n is equal to 0, right? So 1 minus 1, I will get the answer as 0. So it is nothing but unstable system. So it starts from minus 2 and it goes in this direction to reach again minus 2. So this is how I'm going to plot the likelihood spot. Okay, and the direction also like this. So using the above likelihood spot, determine the range of k for the system is stable. So you have to go for 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to 0. So 1 plus k into s minus 2 divided by s plus 1 the whole square, that is equal to 0. So s plus 1 the whole square plus k into s minus 2, that is equal to 0. So s square plus 2s plus 1 plus ks minus 2k, that is equal to 0. So s square plus s into 2 plus k plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus 2k is equal to 0. So you just take the s square term common and 1 minus 2k, so you will get 1 and 1 minus 2k. This is 2 plus k, and if I solve the above equation, I will get 1 minus 2k, right? Because 2 plus k into 1 minus 2k divided by 2 plus k, I will get 1 minus 2k. So here 2 plus k must be greater than 0 and 1 minus 2k must be greater than 0. So I will get 1 is greater than 2k and 1 by 2 is greater than 2. 1 by 2 is greater than k and k must be greater than 0. Okay, well, the first problem, the system is stable or not. So here the n value is equal to 1 minus 0. 1 minus 1, so it is 0. So means you can have a pole at the right hand side. So n s is equal to 1. So it is unstable system. The open loop transfer function and the close to transfer function of a system are stable, then each of the following is true. So we know that n is equal to z minus p. Right? I already told you z is nothing but a closed loop pole, and p is nothing but a open loop pole. And the answer is counter of gh doesn't intersect to -1. So here g of s is equal to 0 and p is 0 and z is 0 means obviously n is 0. But here it is not the case. Okay, so if n is equal to 0, it is a stable system. So here the z is equal to n plus p, and so if z is also 0 and the p is also 0, then it is a stable system. It should not encircle -1 plus j of 0. Consider the unity feedback system with g of s is equal to k into s plus 5 divided by s plus minus 1 into s minus 2. The root locus consists of a circle. So you have to substitute s is equal to x plus jy in the above equation. So if you substitute g of x plus jy, you will get the answer like this, right? That is equal to, if I substitute in the 1 plus g of s into h of s value, I'll get s minus 1 into s plus minus 2. I'm going to substitute x plus jy term. So I'll get the answer like this. Okay, and I have to equate the denominator portion to 0, right? So you'll get the answer like this. So next I'm going to multiply s minus 1 into s minus 2. So you'll get the answer like x square minus y square minus yj plus xjy minus x plus jyx, right, minus 2x plus 2 minus 2jy plus kx plus k into jy plus k into 5 is equal to 0. So in this term I can take the common term, right? So first I'm going to write x square minus y square. Then if I solve, I'll get minus 3jy, right? Then plus 2jyx minus 3x plus 2. And if I take the common term x outside, I will get 2 minus k plus kjy plus k5, right? Plus so I'm already substituted 2, right? That is equal to 0. So I can write x square minus y square minus 3x plus 2 plus k into 5 plus x plus j into 2xy minus 3y plus ky is equal to 0. So in this I am going to equate the imaginary term to 0. So I will get 2x minus 3x, 3 plus k is equal to 0. So k is equal to x minus 3 minus 2x. So you substitute this k value in the take it as 2 and substitute in the first equation. I will get x square minus y square minus 3x plus 2 plus 5 plus x into 3 minus 2x. So you multiply these two terms, right? So I will get x square minus y square minus 3x plus 2 plus 15 minus 10x plus 3x minus 2x square is equal to 0. So here 3x and minus 3x get cancelled out. So x square minus 3x, x square minus y square, it becomes minus x square, right? So minus x square minus say y square plus 17 minus 10x is equal to 0. So if I multiply minus on both sides, I will get x square plus y square plus 10x minus 17 is equal to 0. So I need to solve this equation. So x square plus y square plus 10x plus 25 minus 14 minus 17, I can write it as like this. So x square plus 10x plus 5 square, that is 25 plus y square is equal to 42. So this I can write it as x plus 5 the whole square plus y square is equal to 42. So now the x square plus y square is equal to r square is a equation for the circle, right? So this is nothing but the center becomes now minus 5, because it should be in term of x of minus term. So x of minus 5. So next one is to find the diameter of the circle. We know that the r square value is equal to 42 on equating. So r is equal to root of 42. So 2r is nothing but your diameter, right? So 2 into root of 42 is my answer. This is the answer for the diameter. So 2 root of 42 is your answer. Next question is the gain at point where the locus crosses 0.5 damping ratio line. So you know that the damping factor is equal to 0.5, that is equal to cos theta. So from this cos inverse of 0.5, which is nothing but inverse is nothing but sin theta divided by cos theta, that is equal to y divided by minus 6. So this is a formula. Okay, so tan 60 degree is nothing but root 3, and you have to write so now y is equal to minus of root 3 of x. So you substitute in the formula here. So this is nothing but 3 into x square, right? If I substitute y is equal to minus root 3 of x. So I am going to expand this one and to find the value of x. So x square plus 10x plus 25 plus 3x is equal to 42. So 4x square plus 10x minus 17 is equal to 0. So from this I can calculate the x value is equal to minus 3.66. So now you substitute s value. So s is equal to minus 3.66 plus j into root 3 into minus 3.66. Okay, so it becomes plus 3.66, right? Since y is equal to root 3 of minus 6. Okay, minus x. So now this is my s value. So you're going to substitute in order to find the value of k. K is equal to magnitude of s minus 1 into s plus minus 2 divided by s plus 5. So you substitute the value of s minus 1 followed by s minus 2 divided by s minus 5, right? Since it is in the magnitude, you have to take root of the square of the real term plus the imaginary term. So on doing this, you will get the answer as 10.32. So next problem, a unity feedback system with open loop transfer function as follow. This is my g of j omega. They are asked to find the resonant peak frequency omega p. So g of j omega should be in the format of 1 divided by 1 minus omega divided by omega n square plus j into 2 damping factor ratio into omega divided by omega n. So from this I can take omega n is equal to 4 by comparing the above equation. So 2 damping ratio into omega divided by omega n is equal to 0.25 omega. So omega get cancelled out. If I substitute 4, I will get 0.5 damping ratio is equal to 0.25. So damping ratio is equal to 0.5. So in order to find the resonant peak frequency, omega p is equal to omega n into root of 1 minus 2 into damping ratio square. So I substitute this value and 4 into root of 1 minus 2 into 0.25. So you will get the answer as 2.83 radian per second as my omega p value. Next, they are asked to find the magnitude of the resonant frequency, that is it as present in terms of mp, that is equal to 1 divided by 2 damping ratio into root of 1 minus damping ratio square. So we substitute the value of damping ratio as 0.5. On taking the multiplication and square root of this value, I will get the mp value is equal to 1 divided by root of 0.35, that is nothing but 1.15. Next, they are asked to find the bandwidth. So the bandwidth formula is equal to omega n into root of 1 minus 2 into omega square plus root of 2 minus 4 into omega square plus 4 into omega power 4. So substitute this value in order to find the bandwidth as equal to 5.1 radian per second.